Welcome back all of you to our online platform, that is our school's YouTube channel. So again we are ready with today's video. This video is for class 9th and the subject is science, and we are continuing the same chapter, that is chapter number 10, and the name of the chapter is gravitation. As you all know that we have thoroughly discussed the chapter and we have discussed the in-text questions as well, and in the previous video we have started the questions given in the exercise at the end of the chapter. So we have discussed up to question number 6. Now today we will start with question number 7. Question 7 is there, that what are the importance of the universal law of gravitation. So what are the importance of that law? So the universal law of gravitation explains some of the facts, such like the force that binds us to the earth, means why we are able to walk, why we are not flying, because from the universal law of gravitation only we came to know that every object in this universe attract the other object. So we are walking on the earth, means the earth is attracting us towards its center. Similarly, if something means the apple is there, why apple is supposed to fall in the downward direction only, why it is not going in the upward direction? Because that apple is experiencing a force by the earth. So the first importance is there, is that the force that binds us to the earth. And the second one, the motion of the moon around the earth. Yes, in the previous video we have discussed that due to the gravitational force only the moon is revolving around the earth. And the next one is the motion of the other planets as well around the sun. And the last one is the tides due to the moon and the sun. Tides are supposed to be there by the specific position of sun and moon. At that time the gravitational force between those is whether maximum or minimum, that depends on that point. So all these things can be cleared by the universal law of gravitation. That's why these are some of the importance of that law. Afterwards the next question is, what is the acceleration of free fall? What is the acceleration of free fall? First of all, we should understand again the free fall. Free fall is the state when the object is moving under the influence of Earth's gravitational force only. There is no other force. And if an object is moving under Earth's gravitational force, so the acceleration due to gravity is denoted by the small g, and the value of the small g we have calculated during the explanation of this chapter, that is 9.8 meter per second square. So the value of the acceleration of the free fall is 9.8 meter per second square, and we are supposed to keep in our mind that that is same, acceleration due to gravity is same for all the object, means irrespective of their masses. How much their mass is there, that is the different thing, but the acceleration due to gravity will be same for the free fall, that is 9.8 meter per second square. Now the next thing is that in question number 9, what do we call the gravitational force between the earth and the object, that is the gravity. And question number 10, Amit buys few grams of gold at the poles as per the instruction of one of his friend. He hands over the same when he meets him at the equator. Will the find agree with the weight of the gold brought? If not, why? So we have discussed that thing previously, that the shape of the earth is not perfectly square, it is somehow elliptical, means here it is the equator and that is the pole. So at pole, that RP radius, and at equator that is RE. So RP is less than RE. This radius will be less than this because the shape of the earth is not perfectly square, that perfectly sphere, that is somehow elliptical, so it is less. And according to the universal law of gravitation, if the radius means if the distance between any two objects is decreased and the force will increase, means here the value of g will be maximum and here the value of g will be minimum, as the radius of the earth is different at poles and equator. So the weight of the gold purchased at pole will not be same at the equator, it will become less because there the distance is more, so the value of g will decrease and the weight W is equals to mg, hence the weight will be less. So his friend will not be agree with the weight of the gold. So after that, question number 11, why will a sheet of paper fall slower than one that is scrambled into a ball? Means we have discussed previously that in the previous videos and in today's video as well, that the acceleration due to gravity is same for all the objects irrespective of their masses. If 5 kilogram mass is there and one 10 kilogram mass is there and they are released from the same height, so they will reach the ground at the same time. So the acceleration produced will be same, that is 9.8 meter per second square. But here we are supposed to discuss the different question, that one paper sheet is there and we are supposed to release that and it will float. Why it will float? Because the surface area of the sheet is much more and it will experience some buoyant force. Buoyant force means the force exerted by the fluids. Fluids, where are the fluids? Fluids means the either the gases or liquids. So atmosphere is there, so it is not the vacuum, it is not the space, so the fluids are there in the atmosphere, so that will float due to the buoyant force experienced by the paper sheet. At the same time, if we scramble that paper, means if we make the ball of that paper and again drop, that will reach the ground faster because the surface area of the ball is now less than the surface area of the sheet. It will experience the less buoyant force as compared to the sheet. That's why we are supposed to add one line that any object will take same time when dropped from the same height until or unless it is floating. It cannot be feather or means the surface area should not be too much large so that the buoyant force can affect. So if the two masses are there of the same surface area and different mass, so they will take the same time to reach the ground if they are dropped from the same height. After that, gravitational force on the surface of the moon is 1/6 as strong as gravitational force on the earth. What is the weight in Newton of a 10 kilogram object on the moon and on the earth? The mass is given. That is question number 12. Mass is given. How much is the mass? Mass is 10 kilogram. So the weight on earth, that will be mg, and m is 10 and g is 9.8 and the weight will be in Newton and WE will be 98 Newton. Whereas we are supposed to find the weight at moon, that will be Wm and that will be 1/6 of We, means 1/6 of 98. So we can cancel out 2 3 is 6, 2 4 is 8, 2 9 is 18. So now this becomes 49 upon 3. So 3 1 is 3 and 3 6 is 18, 16 and 1/3 Newton, or we can convert that into decimals. So this, that will be the weight on moon and the weight on earth will be 98 Newton. So like this we are supposed to proceed. The questions given in the exercise at the end of the chapter. I hope that you have understood and you will also try. At the same time, you are supposed to repeat the questions which we have discussed today in this video, and again and again you are supposed to go through the chapters, and you are supposed to if you have completed the in-text question, that's very good. If you have not completed yet, then you are supposed to complete now only, and you are supposed to note down the these notes, the questions, answers and the numericals in the rough notebook, because when the school reopens again and when the teacher will ask you to complete the chapter after the explanation, then you can use your rough notebook for your benefits. So whatever you are doing daily at your home in science or maths, you are supposed to take the pic of that and you are supposed to upload on the school's WhatsApp number as well. Thank you very much.